Hey, welcome to Blue Mountain Adventure Camp. I'm so excited to show you around. My name's Hannah, I'm the camp manager, and I'm gonna show you some of our favorite places to spend our summer. We're excited to have your camper, whether they're daytime or overnight camper, and there's probably some questions you have, so we're here to show you the amenities we have and hopefully answer as many of those questions. So on the first day of camp, as you pull up with a very excited camper, you will not leave your car. You will pull up to the Adventure Center and follow the instructions that you've received in an email prior to your first day. And your camper will get out and join our camp staff, and that's where they'll meet their team for the week and their counselor for the week. Pickup also happens in the same location in front of this building for day camp, and you'll get to meet and talk to the counselor each day. If you're here for overnight camp check-in, you are going to drive up to this building, park, and bring anything stinky inside. We try not to leave food or toiletries or anything that might attract animals to our tents. So instead, we house them down here where we eat breakfast and dinner every day with our overnight campers. So this is the space where you'll check in with the nurse, you'll meet some of the staff, you'll leave any snacks or food items that you've left with them. This is also closest proximity to the shower house where they'll have opportunities each day to shower. After dropping those things off, you'll hop back in your car and you'll get to drive your camper up to their tent to help move them in and meet their counselor. So these are our group tents where our overnight campers will be sleeping. There are 10 bunks in each tent. Come on in, I'll show you. In addition to the counseling staff, overnight we also have an overnight supervisor who stays up all night long to make sure that there's no shenanigans going on at camp while we should be resting up for our next day. Here at Adventure Camp, we get all sorts of campers with all different types of interests, and on the first day, we establish strongly with all of our campers that everything we do here is challenged by choice. So our campers are in charge of their experience. We set up an environment to make sure that they have a safe and amazing time and whatever those interests include for them. We encourage kids through adventure sports to push themselves just outside their comfort zone, but not far enough where they're in the danger zone, putting themselves at risk of being hurt. So it's important for us to help them establish that boundary for each individual, and it's a really amazing lesson that your camper will leave their week of summer camp with. Adventure campers have their own high ropes elements out here in the woods at the Valley Complex. And these elements are here just for us all week long. So we've got things like our own rock climbing wall, which has an obstacle course on this side behind me and rock climbing holds on the other two sides. We've also got a really long zip line that goes from the top of this tower all the way down the hill. This is our science lab. Our science lab is made from biofacts that our campers have found out in the woods. So things like porcupine quills, feathers, furs, skulls. We have all sorts of insects and different things that we've found that we've collected to be able to teach our campers about. So in a typical camp of week, we may ask your child if they have interest in learning about this. We'll bring them in, let them touch and feel and learn, and get to experience PA's nature right here in their backyard. We are so fortunate to have our own camp chef and chef team. So every day our chef makes things like homemade pancakes or breakfast bowls, and they serve that in an air-conditioned space in the mornings to our overnight campers. Dinner is also typically served in the air-conditioned space in a buffet style. As far as dietary restrictions, we can accommodate vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and dairy-free. And we always have some additional options for children who don't enjoy the meal choice of that day. Cereal is typically out. We always have fruit options for kids to eat. And if your child is only coming for day camp, we still feed them lunch. So one of the really unique activities we offer here at Blue Mountain Adventure Camp is human foosball. And often human foosball is a game we will play after lunch. It's these long poles across this field here that have PVC piping that moves. So we put kids on, they hold on like they're the figurines in foosball. We throw a soccer ball in and they try to score on the opposing team. If you're not interested in foosball, we also have Gaga Ball. This is our Gaga Ball pit. If your child knows what Gaga Ball is, they're probably very excited to hear that we have it. Gaga Ball includes a dodgeball that gets thrown in the middle. Everyone starts on the outside, and once we say go, they jump in and try to hit the ball to bounce and hit someone from the knee or below. Once you're hit from the knee or below, you're out, and it comes down to the final 2 people in a duel match. So the pond is in the background behind me, and the pond is where we go kayaking and paddleboarding. That will be one of the events that your child gets to do while here at camp. In addition, we also fish in our ponds. The ponds up here are stocked with bass. One of the beautiful parts about camp is that it offers your child an opportunity to have some unstructured playtime outside. And so we do that, making sure that it's safe, but also giving them the space and time to go out and pick up rocks in the stream or find amphibians in the water. We also have a place called Teepee Town behind me where kids can build teepees together and work as a team to build these really elaborate structures in the woods. So just giving them the opportunity to be out in nature and experience our woods is a really valuable part of our summer camp. So on one of your campers' days of the week, they're gonna take a trip up our ski lift. It's a beautiful ride in the summertime and quite a unique experience. And when they get to the top, we're gonna hike over as a group to the Summit Aerial Park. The Summit Aerial Park is one of our high ropes courses on the mountain. It's typically something that a guest would come and pay extra for, but it's included in the camp experience, and we spend quite a bit of time up here to get to play in the trees up on a safe roller system in a harness. There's also another rock climbing wall up there that we can use with zip lines. There's laser tag that we get to play as a team. So tons of fun to have in the valley, but half of one of their days would at least be spent at the summit to mix up their activities.